Hello guys, welcome to Final Fantasy 14, bringing you yet another mount vid plus some new things that are available from the Mog Station store. I'm actually going to start with the stuff from because it all comes from the Mog Station store, to be honest with you. Now I'm wearing last year's or the year before's edition, which is the Rubelite Carbuncle attire. As you can see, it's a boot, it's a top, and it's a headpiece. You can dye the gear. I will show you just to give you an example. So if I dye like that, so you can dye a different colour, but the real nice element about this is that the carbuncle that sits on top stays the same glowing colour as, well, his kind out there. As you can see, it's glowing now, and the difference is the one out at the moment is a Rubite or Ruby type, but it's also, you could get a citrine carbuncle. So this is aquamarine. The only thing different is basically the colour of the ears and the colour of the carbuncle around your neck. And the other thing that is currently available from the store also is slippers. Now again, I bought the Emerald Carbuncle. Just put those on. Now the great thing about these slippers is, as well as being really funny, and I'd love to have a pair of these in real life, I really would, is that you can, well, you can dye all this gear, say, but the fact that you can actually dye the slippers is fantastic. I'll tell you why. Because you can see here, you can have any colour. I mean, I think white looks pretty cool myself. It looks like an Arctic fox. But say you can dye any colour. You could have black. You can have red. You can have bright pink. You want to go really garish. You can have more of a natural colour. You can say, well, any colour you want, you can dye these slippers. So you can make it as interesting as you like. Of course, you can just stick with the colour. And also, you can dye these in the metallic ones as well. So they are really optional. You only have to buy, in my mind, one pair. These are about, I think, £3 or £4. The gear is about £7 or £8, I think, for those 3 items. So, but there we go. So, but enough about that. Let's go outside and look at the mount. I don't know where it's sunny. You know what? I'm going to go to the exact same place I went. Okay, so about a year or two ago, when the aquamarine and the citrine carbuncle mount first came out, in fact, you can go back and you can check out my old vids to look for yourselves. You will see, in fact, that at the end of those vids I did stipulate there was actually 2 more colour carbuncles they could do. That was the Ruby Carbuncle and the Diamond Carbuncle. We can't summon that, but Alphino has that carbuncle. It's a little bit windy, but it's daylight here, so that works in our favour. So, and now, all this time later, they do in fact give us a Ruby Carbuncle. I'm a bit surprised because it came out quite soon after the Spriggan mount, but maybe with the coronavirus going on, maybe they want to give us something cheery. So as you can see, there's that one, here's this one. You can look at these 2 previous vids on my channel as well. So the Rubellite Carbuncle. Those adventurers who have longed to hop on their carbuncles' backs and give thanks to the arcanist Yulan, whose research into Diamond Carbuncle provided the necessary cues to create an arcane entity of rival proportions. As its form is maintained by a large Rubellite, it can be summoned even by those unversed in the ways of Arcanum. That's why I'm going to do that. Right, no pet action, as you can see, but it does fly. There you go. So, wow. I'm just going to actually add that to my favourites. Every time I get a new mount, it gets added to my favourites. Which, guys, I just suggest, if you've got loads, when you get to a point, you've got loads of mounts, but there's only a certain few you have as favourites, add them to your favourite bar, and then select, and then you add the option. I'm just going to quickly show you because it's such a useful feature. Click this button, so when you do the flying mount or mount roulette, it only picks from your favourites. Because I've got a couple of mounts, yes, I've got them, but I don't really like them, so this is actually really useful. Anyway, okay. So just like the other carbuncles, it has, all the carbuncles have different colour jewellery on them. This one's got like, it kind of looks like Rubellite, but it's also kind of pinky purpley. It's very fluffy, very cute, very chunky butt. I think Lalafells look best on these characters, but to be honest, it's quite nice because my character, when I was a Makote, it looked a bit weird, but actually, because this is the biggest size combo you can get if you're a Rogadin, or I guess maybe a male Ura as well, and also the Ronso race, they have the biggest ones. So when he runs, his head goes down. It looks like a Vulpix, really, doesn't it? Okay, I know not so many tails, but okay, so in flight. So it plays the Palace of the Dead music. In fact, whoa, actually, is that? Let me just try something here. Just want to see. Oh no, that's kind of cool. The crystal's kind of like a has like an actual crystal effect, because whichever way you look at it, it changes slight color. That's why. I just didn't know if it changed color when you flew. But yeah. So basically, it depends. You don't have to. I'm not encouraging people who, you know, just say go on the Mog Station and buy every single mount that you can. I'm not saying that, but there are free carbuncle mounts. So at that point, I'd say go for the one of your favorite color. If the diamond carbuncle, which obviously is very rare and only seen in game, not by us players but by the NPCs, then in that case I'd say wait. That may come out later on, but if blue's your favourite colour, go then for the aquamarine. If you like yellow, then go for the citrine, and if you love red, then go for the rubellite. This one does look more like a fox because of the red and the white. It's an absolutely stunning mount. It's beautiful. I'm so glad they actually did this mount, because I did say a while ago mention about them being able to do this mount, and now they've gone and done it. So yeah. So there are some new items as well. I think there's also one other new item. Yes, there is also, you can buy the dress. I do believe it's Titania's dress, or something very similar from that. Obviously, I'm guessing it's only for the female characters. Good news if you're the rabbit race, I suppose, because I know they had a lot of chat about why couldn't there be male rabbits, why couldn't there be female ronsos. So at least now, when you get it gears only for females or it gears only for males, at least you get that. So there we go, guys. This is another mount. So this is an account wide mount, so once you've bought it, again, all your characters will unlock it. It was actually quite funny. Every time I set up an alt character, I get loads of posts coming in, because all those mounts I've been buying over the years. Oh, look at that. I think it's clearing up. Is it clearing up over there? It looks like it. Let's go flying over there. So it's really, really great. It gives you a chance to, you know, straight away from the get-go, when you start an alt character, you have a new mount. Of course, I know some people would say, why would you want to set up an alt character? Personally, I just love replaying the story. Even though I've got Final Fantasy VII, I'm loving the fact that I can start up an alt character, start from scratch, know all the best places to go for gear, know all the best quests to pick up along the way, and just join in, because I love running around. Because when you get advanced in the game, you miss out on that. You know, you don't often go back to Aldar, Gridania, and Leminza and that. So I quite like running around those old areas as an alt. But at the same time, I cannot be playing as my main character, which I spent so much time and effort in, and show off all my mounts I've collected so far. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this vid. Hopefully set it off. I will in the future. I've got a couple of vids in the pipeline, saving up for the infamous Nightmare Pegasus mount. I think it's called the Nightmare Pegasus, or the Black Pegasus mount, otherwise known as, which will take a long time, because on my server it's like 14 million, which is quite a long way to go, and I have no one else to do the raid run with, so it's the only way I'm going to get it. But yeah, there you go, guys. So cute little mount for you guys. If red's your favourite colour, this is definitely the carbuncle for you. Go on the Mog Station, go treat yourself, and yeah, enjoy it. So there we go, guys. Hope this vid has been helpful to you. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, keep watching for more vids coming soon, and stay safe.